welcome back to the Writer's Mind. I'm your host, CP Paulos. Today, I just want to talk about, it's a little different topic. Are we boring? Okay, this is something that I've discovered a lot of people feel. We all feel it at some point, where no one cares about our stories, like what we have to say, what we have to do, what we experienced. Because we're like, well, everyone goes through this, everyone has that, everyone has their problems, everyone has the funny moments. But I've learned over the years, and it's kind of funny in a way because people are interested. I mean, that's why we're writers. We like to share our stories, and we always put ourselves into our characters, and we think we're the most boring person in the world. We live alone. We got 5 cats, or we got 2 dogs, or just have goldfish, or don't go out much, mainly stay home and read or watch shows. But we all have those little instances. We all know somebody that did something, or we start to talk. We just share common everyday things. Like myself, I used to play hockey. I was a goalie. I was good. I couldn't play on ice, but I had to play on, a deck hockey and feet. And I used to be able to do full splits, everything else. Well, now I pull a hamstring and walk in the bathroom. Little coincidences like that, right? They're boring. Not many people care. People might find it funny though, but you never know. And it's those little instances like that we can actually put in our stories. See, we may think they're boring because it's happened. I was like, oh, no one cares about me. Who am I? Right? I'm not Stephen King. I'm not John Grisham. I'm not even like that. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a movie star. Who cares, right? It's easy to fall into that. But that's the thing. It's like people do care. We hear stories that remind ourselves of what we did or what we may have experienced. It may seem anecdotal, but then you think about it, it's like, well, that's a good memory. That's a good memory. You want to share that with someone. We want to convey it, and then we put it in our stories. A great example is this is Christmas. It was like a Christmas story. Okay, and I can sit there and like Ralphie's daydreams. That's how I daydream. I'm pretty sure every boy daydreams like that. When you're the hero, I was like, oh, he's a good guy. Is he? Oh, he got that. Oh, look at him. We all dream about it at some point. At least I did. It's like his reactions, everything. Oh, that was spot on. That was just spot on. Okay, at least for me, it was spot on. And I think that's the thing. It's like everything like that reaches out and it touches us. It resonates with us. And just anything like that. It may seem a throwaway thing. It may seem goofy. It may be dumb as all get out. And there's no reason anyone in the world would care about it. But that's when that one person likes it. And that's when they kind of pull them in, like, hey, this kind of neat. I remember that happened to me, or I had a similar situation happen to me. Another one I point out is like for horror movies, like say the Friday the 13th series. I love the slasher genre. I love the Friday the 13th series. Are they best written? No, but the good characters, we see ourselves in them. They pull us in. That we know someone or we are someone in that ensemble cast. So for me, that works. It pulls us in. If it pulls us in, to me, it's a good character. I don't need someone that's overly complex. I don't need someone that's overly simplistic. As long as they're a fun character. Now, whether that's the writing or the actors, that's a whole other debate. But if it's a fun character and we see ourselves in people, that's what draws us in. And now let's bring it back to how we always think we're boring. No one cares about us. No one's going to care. But we share those stories, or we write those into our stories. Those little instances, like, say in Christmas story, Ralphie daydream about saving his family to prove the importance of his Christmas wish. It's just different things. We may envision ourselves being Jedi or, Conan or something like that, saving the day and we escape and and it sounds so goofy. It sounds so childish, but yet we love those stories. So again, we may seem boring to ourselves, and 9 out of 10 times we may be boring. I mean, I'm definitely not the liveliest person in the world. I can tell you that. I'm full on the believing that I'm boring. But, it's those instances when we share those, we find out we're not so boring. We find out other people like that. My tribe. It's like kind of my brothers, my sisters. It's sit down and enjoy, It's like, that's the cool part. So we may think we're boring. We may be boring. But there's always something in there that we have to tell, that we share, that makes someone laugh, makes someone feel better about themselves, and maybe make someone feel like, hey, I'm not the only dumb guy around because I've done that stupid shit for myself. You never know. So as boring as it may seem, you know, we're all a little bit boring, and maybe we should be a little bit more boring at times. Bring out the fun again. Just enjoy goofy stories, the fun times. Surely characters. Just have a ball. Let it fly. Right. This may not be it wasn't exactly my normal one, but it's pretty cool though. And that's where story ideas come from. Little nuggets like that. Well, this happened when I was a kid. This happened to someone else. What if it goes into this one? What if it goes in that one? So it can all connect. We find we're part of a bigger world that we never thought possible. Right. So, let me know in the comments below. Do you, excuse me? Do you like sharing those moments? Do you like reading about those moments? What's a little goofy thing you did, or you see that reminds you of something you did? Let me know in the comments below. Always thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one, guys.